which means that if you are running promoted listings, many buyers will never, ever see your products at all. What's up guys, Paul here from dropshippingtitans.com, and in this video I'm going to voice my frustration with the changes that eBay has made to promoted listings, and make sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to show you how using promoted listings could result in you never showing up in the search results at all. Before we do that, real quick, I want to tell you what promoted listings are if you're not familiar with them. Whenever you list an item onto eBay, you just generally list it and it will show up organically in the search results when someone searches for your item or for one of the keywords in the title of your item. But you can also tell eBay that you want to promote this listing, and that will put it higher in the search results. It will be labeled as a sponsored paid listing. And if someone clicks that sponsored listing and they buy the item from you using that link, then you get charged your regular final value fee plus an additional fee on top of that, an additional promoted listing fee. Now, in the past, we used to show up twice in the search results. Once towards the top, hopefully, with our promoted sponsored listing, and then again, we would show up later with our organic listing, which means that we used to show up many times twice on the first page of the search results. But in the fall 2019 eBay seller update, eBay said that we will no longer appear twice in the search results. And of course, if you're running promoted listings, then only your sponsored promoted listing is going to show up, not your organic one, which means that if anyone is searching for eyeglasses, they're not going to see your organic listing. They're only going to see your sponsored listing. They're going to click on that, and you're going to get charged your final value fee plus the promoted listing fee as well. So right away, I think you can see the trouble with this, right? Normally, organically, you would show up on page 1 of the search results. Not every time, but let's say a good number of your items would have shown up on page 1 of the search results anyway. But let's say you're also running promoted listings for those items. Now, you're paying to be on page 1 only once when you would have been on page 1 for free anyway. So right there, a huge problem I think you can see with that. And this is already happening to sellers. I see it happening for my listings that I have promoted listings for. We're no longer showing up twice in the search results like we used to. Now think about this. If you're running promoted listings for all of your items, then theoretically, you are never going to show up organically in the search results, which means that eBay is always going to charge you a promoted listing fee every time you sell an item on top of the final value fee, because anytime someone buys your item, it's because they clicked on a sponsored listing, because your organic listings aren't showing up because you're running promoted listings. So coming here, I search for Mainstays bookshelf. And you can easily identify the promoted listings by searching for sponsored, the word sponsored. So I see right here, there's this bookshelf right here. It's $49.96. So let's look at this one, $74.99 for this. For tall bookcase, cubby, large open bookshelf, modern cube, 3-shelf display, book, new. Let's see if this shows up twice here. And we see no, it only shows up here once. What if we go to page 2 of the search results? Actually, what I'll do is, no. So without a doubt, the sponsor listing is showing up and the organic listing is not showing up. But what happens if we search for this exact title now? All right, so here it is showing up again as a sponsored listing. This is it right here. It's the exact same item. You see, we knew exactly what to search for. So even if your buyer knows the exact title of the item because they saw it before in an organic listing and are now trying to search for it again, it's still going to show up as a sponsored promoted listing, which means when the buyer clicks on this and they pay for it, you're going to get charged an extra fee for that, even though they knew exactly what to search for. Now, this gets even worse, believe it or not. So there are some ad blockers, not all ad blockers, but some of them that actually get rid of sponsored listings. So this one, which is a pretty popular one called Ad Guard, I'm just going to add it. Okay, and let's come over to these search results. See, this is it right here. And I'm going to refresh this page now that the ad blocker is here. And if I search for sponsored, nothing comes up because the ad blocker has blocked all the sponsored listings. And is that one that we were looking for here? No, it's not. Why not? Because eBay thinks it's showing the buyer this item, the $74.99 bookshelf, in a sponsored listing, but the ad blocker is blocking that listing. So what's happening here? If your buyer is using an ad blocker, such as this one that blocks sponsored listings, you're not going to show up in the search results at all. This person is no longer in the search results at all because they're using this ad blocker. Now, I tested different ad blockers. Not all of them block sponsored listings, but several of them do, and this one's a very popular one. In addition to that, in a recent article by E-commerce Bytes, there's this growing frustration by eBay buyers with ads in the search results. They're kind of getting sick of them and sick of seeing all the sponsored listings at the top. Yet eBay is adding more of them. And I'm willing to bet that if there are buyers who are sick of these promoted listings showing up, and in the forums, they're actually asking how they can get rid of them so they don't have to see them, they're going to add an ad blocker that will do that. And once they do that, if you're only showing up as a sponsored listing, you're not going to show up at all. Even if they search for your exact title, you will not appear at all. So guys, that is why I am extremely frustrated with this new update happening with the eBay promoted listings, and why at this point, I'm going to turn them off and see how it impacts my sales, if at all, and why at this point, quite frankly, it's borderline scam what they're doing, because they are promising us increased visibility by using promoted listings, and that is just not the case anymore. So guys, if you agree with me on this, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and let me know down below whether you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, let me know why, or maybe you see another problem with promoted listings or some other insight that I might have missed. If that's the case, please let me know in the comments so we can all learn from this. Hopefully eBay makes some change with this. I don't know. We'll see. Stay subscribed to the channel for more updates. I'll see what happens with the promoted listings and let you guys know. Thanks for watching.